Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Hey, this lesson just touching on the evil to come. You know, the things that are being set up gradually. And I'm going to go into the word gradualism, and hey, Lord willing, this is edifying and to the point. So I'm going to start here at Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So the prudent man, which let's look at that word for prudent. H6175 Irawam says subtle, shrewd, crafty, sensible, cunning. You know, but it's speaking of, which actually, let me see here. Iram. Be subtle. Let's look at this word for prudent. Let's just look it up because this is just a quick Google definition. It says prudent, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. So you caring about the future, which will make you wise. You know, you looking ahead. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Look at this word for simple. H6612 Pathaya says simplicity, foolish, simple, open-minded, which, you know, you're open to Esau's ways. You're simple. You know, you take whatever comes your way. Meanwhile, the prudent man, he's looking up ahead. He's seeing the snares that are being laid. He's seeing the traps being laid of this devil's system of what's being set up around you. So, you know, everything going digital, AI taking over. You know, all these things are being set up in place piece by piece, and it's happening around you, and it's happening at a rate. It's happening so fast and so subtly at the same time that once it's set up and complete, you're not going to be able to do anything about it if you don't have Yahweh Shem Shai with you. So a prudent man foreseeth the evil, the MOTB, what's coming into place, this beast system that's being implemented, and hideth himself. Where are we going to hide ourselves? We're hiding ourselves in Yahweh Shem Shai, in those names, because we still have to be in the society. There's nowhere we can go. There's no bunkers to hide in. There's no air fortress, no undersea dwelling. You know, no going off the grid, which we might have to go off the grid, but wherever we're going to be. But the main place we're hiding is in those names of Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. This is our hiding spot. This is who's going to keep us from the evil. Not of our own strength. So this is, I just typed in this AI announcer graduation, and I'm going to play a video, but I'm going to read this first. It says, using AI to announce graduates' names during commencement ceremonies is part of a broader trend in academia to incorporate automation. So these things are being introduced to you. The bitch just left her baby in the car? Anyway, so using AI to announce graduates' names during commencement ceremonies is part of a broader trend. And let me look at this word for trend real quick. This is trend, a general direction in which something is developing or changing. And this is just the quick Google definition. So this is the direction everything is going towards automation, towards AI, towards, you know, and it's being used in ways like, hey, this is convenient. This helps. This helps. This is convenient. This is better. Let the machine do it. Let us take over. It says using AI to announce graduates' names during commencement ceremonies is part of a broader trend in academia to incorporate automation. And now academia, this is where your kids go to learn, and they're indoctrinated. They're brought in to the ways of, you know, the Babylonian thinking, you know, ever since they're children. So they're going to be used to this. They're going to be okay with this because they're brought up in this. Some institutions view AI as a tool to streamline events and ensure flawless pronunciation, especially given to growing diversity of students' names. So because the announcer, they can't, and it's all, this is all just to bring in AI. This is all, you can't pronounce the names. The AI will do it for you. Let us do it. But I'm going to play this video, and this is not even really the focus. The AI. I mean, the AI is there, but what they're doing in this video. And I'm not going to play the audio because they're calling people's names. So you see the man, he's scanning a QR code on their phones. And it's announcing the names of the people. So it scans the QR code on the phone, and the AI calls out the people's names, and it pronounces it perfectly. But look at what you see going on here. People holding out their hands, scanning the QR code. You know, and it's announcing their name. So, you know, you looking ahead, looking up ahead, looking ahead. The prudent man, looking ahead. Let's look at gradualism. This is from the Wiktionary.org, and I'm just going to get to it because it's gradual plus ism. So here, I'm just going to go to number 3, and this is dealing with politics in a sense. It says the belief that change ought to be brought about in small, discrete increments rather than abrupt strokes such as revolutions or uprisings. So this here is that belief that these changes that you're seeing happening around you, they're going to be in small steps, which actually, let me look at that. It didn't say it. So let me go to gradual real quick. Because gradual means steps. So it's gradual, the etymology is gradualis or greatest, to step, to walk, to go. So gradualism and trending, it's walking to this direction. The steps it's taking is for the MOTB, for this one world system to take place. So again, the belief that change ought to be brought about in small, discrete increments rather than in abrupt strokes such as revolutions or uprisings. So this is happening. Small steps are being taken. You're getting used to being around robots. You're getting used to being around AI. You're getting used to holding your hand out, scanning QR codes. You're getting used to being implants. Getting used to implants. You know, our society that we've grown up in, hey, you're used to needles. You see people with tattoos everywhere. Tattoos are like a normal thing. So you're getting used to the needles. You're getting used to injections. You're getting used to, you know, the BBLs, the Botox, all this kind of stuff. You're getting used to all these things. You're getting used to the wickedness that's being here. And it's in small increments. You know, this devil, he has this set up and planned out, and he's been planning it for a long time, and now he's executing it. So this is done with gradual. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. And I'll start at verse 1. Habakkuk 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. So the watchmen that are set up, the prophets, they're set up to watch. We're watching prophecies. We're watching the news going on around the world, the events, the uprisings of the people that are going on, the different earthquakes. We're watching everything that's going on. And all the things that are going on, we're seeing what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is saying. And we're lining it up with the scriptures. This is how we're able to tell. The spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is working with starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone to see what is going on, the time that we're in. And we're to measure the time diligently. So we know the time that we're in. We are in the end. And that's what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is saying. This is the end. World War III is building up. Or I should say the end of this kingdom. Because next is going to be the kingdom of Israel. The kingdom of heaven here on earth. So I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. So the vision, being made plain. The vision has already been written down. It's in these scriptures. And the prophets are here in these last days breaking it down plainly. What's getting ready to take place? What's happening? The meaning of the scriptures. Giving the understanding. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So these visions, just because, these scriptures were written many years ago. The book of Revelation was 2,000 years ago. And just because the things they didn't happen back then, they're coming. The things written in Revelation, the nuclear destruction, the MOTB, these things are on the way. And they're here. Those weapons for thermonuclear destruction, those are here. Those are here right now. And they're going to be used. So, just because it looks like it's taking a while, it's going to be here. It's going to happen. And it's right here at the doors. So this is Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So this mark, you've seen them holding the phones out. It's only one more step for it to be no longer holding the phone out, but holding your palm out. So to receive a mark, let's look at that. It's G5480 charagma. It says a stamp imprinted, a carved thing, a graven work, idolatrous images. But this is a stamp. This is the RFID micro C-HIP, and you have many different other companies that are working on this, like Neuralink, for example, Synchron. You have many different things out there that are going to be used for the mark. But primarily, it's that RFID micro C-HIP, which let's look at that again. Sorry. This is G5482 Charax. And then that means a pail, a stake, a palisade going into a syringe, a cutting instrument. This is the delivery method for that RFID C-HIP, the MOTB. And so we'll go further to Grapho, G1125. It says to write with with reference to the form of the letters, to delineate or form letters on a tablet, parchment, paper, or other material. So meaning the writing, information that's going to be written down. And what did they show you in that video was they were holding out their phones. They had the QR codes that were being scanned. And what did it pull up? That QR code, that contained the grapho, that contained the information, their name, and whatever else is going to be on there. But that's on the QR code. Now this is going to be stored on that micro C-HIP. And they're going to scan it, and it's going to pull up your information. John Doe, your date of birth, blood type, height, phone number, address, banking information. It's going to pull up everything. So this is, again, Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So unless you have this mark, you're not going to be able to participate in society. You're not going to be able to do anything. You're going to be an enemy of the state. So, again, he's going to make this happen. These things are being set up. We don't know exactly how. The dollar is going to crash. We know that. Everything is going to go digital. But the event that's going to make this take place, that's going to make everybody that's living and believing in this system to want to line up to get this. This devil is going to cause this to happen. But we're seeing beforehand what's taking place, how it's being set up in incremental stages, your gradualism. So this is Luke 21, and I'm going to go to 25 and just read on down. because this is signs of the end. Yahushua giving the heads up, signs of the end. So, and this year alone, there's been plenty of signs. So Luke 21 and verse 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. I believe earlier this year there was eclipse. Last year it was eclipses and lunar eclipses and solar eclipses. And upon the earth, and I think there was an eclipse on the Passover too. And upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring. So on the earth, there's distress of nations, which you go into that word, it's going into contracting. These are birthing pains. You have a brink of a race war here, man versus woman here in Babylon the Great, a man versus government here in Babylon the Great, man versus man here in Babylon the Great. And these things, this place is distressed. People not living how they with the luxuries they used to, food stamps being cut off, and these people are distressed. They're perplexed. They don't know what to do. They're confused. And the sea and waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So all these things, this is going to be Jacob's trouble coming, World War III. And people are going to know what to do in those times. When World War III happens, you find out you've been drafted. Here it is, you've been playing the game all the time, making jokes about World War III, and now you're getting drafted. Here it is, Jacob's trouble. You've been joking about all this stuff, not thinking that these things would happen, and now your home is being invaded. Ribs touching. Verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. So in this time, this great time of tribulation, Jacob's trouble, the time like never before, ever recorded in history, Yahushua is going to come. He's going to crack the clouds. He's going to come with a whole army of angels. And all eyes shall see him. And everybody's going to know it's Yahushua. Ain't going to be no, who is that? Is that Gregory? No. Just like it. You don't know who it is on that chariot. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So, this is our Redeemer is coming. This is close. There's chariot sightings. There's all kinds of things happening, which showing that we're getting closer and closer. And I might have actually read up a little bit too much, but I'm going to jump down to verse 34, and take heed to yourselves. So take heed to yourselves. G4337 Prosecco says to bring near, to turn the mind, to attend, to be attentive. So be attentive to yourself. Pay attention to yourself, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting. Let's look at that word, surfeiting. G2897, cry pale, with giddiness and headache caused by drinking excess or drinking wine to excess. So you being drunk, you're too much in this world. Surfeiting and drunkenness. Let's look at that. Methe, intoxicated. You're intoxicated with Babylon and the cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. So while this is gradualism, it's easy, to fall into the world, get caught up in things, and not pay attention. You drunk. You're involved in the world. You don't know what's going on. But you're in this mind state. That day will creep up on you, just like the gradualism is step by step, little bit by little bit. It's not a full-on revolution. It's little bit by little bit. The walls are being built up little bit by little bit, and you're not noticing. You know, the heat on the water is being turned up little bit by little bit. And you're not noticing that it's boiling now. And it's too late to get out. Verse 35, for as a snare shall it come on all of them that dwell on the face of the earth. So this is a snare. This system that's being set up, if you're not paying attention, if you're not watching, it's going to come upon you like a snare. And the whole earth is going to have to face this. The whole earth is going to have to go through this. But the only people that are going to be delivered, you know, and achieve salvation are the elect, starting with the 144,000. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and stand before the Son of Man. So, pray that we're worthy to even escape from this. You know, pray that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has mercy on us to get through this. What's getting ready to take place? Because this is going to be the last trial for the Israelites, and it's all the stops are going to be pulled out. This is going to be the hardest thing that we, as Israelites, have ever done. This is a time like never before. But hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of your elect. Hey, Shalom.